Former Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley and Trump critic has decided to officially bend the knee to Donald Trump. In what is a completely unsurprising development, she decided to endorse the former president, whom she had once criticized.
Trump has not been perfect on these policies. I've made that clear many, many times. But Biden has been a catastrophe. So I will be voting for Trump. Having said that, I stand by what I said in my suspension speech. Trump would be smart to reach out to the millions of people who voted for me and continue to support me.
What another profile in courage from a Republican, Nikki Haley. Look, here's the thing. Did I expect her to vote for Joe Biden? No. Of course not. Come on, man. No, but did she have the choice of not openly supporting Donald Trump? Yeah, she did. She could have stayed quiet, and she could have, been like, hey, look, I'm staying out of this one, okay? I'm not going to endorse Donald Trump. I'm not going to endorse anybody, but I will quietly vote for Trump. That's what she could have done, right? So why didn't she? Well, it goes back to who Nikki Haley is. She is an empty suit. I've been saying that all along. I know that people were like, but she was speaking so forcefully against Donald Trump, saying he was unfit to lead. It's all an act. It's all BS. She is drawn to power, and she will do anything she can to try to hold on to it. For a while, she was appealing to the Never Trumpers, right? Because she thought that maybe there was enough of a chance for her to challenge that and be able to get into power. That did not happen. And so here she is, crawling back to Donald Trump, the same that she has always done. Nikki Haley has no core convictions whatsoever, and it is so, it's so embarrassingly transparent, right? Like, I'm sorry, if you fell for Nikki Haley, you weren't paying attention to who Nikki Haley really is, all right? Her performance during the primary was, again, it was so transparent, okay? It was Ted Cruz levels of cringe, okay? Performative cringe. And going from, Trump is unhinged, he is not qualified to be president, to, I am now going to vote for him, and I hope Trump reaches out to my voters, is ridiculous. It's a great example of that.
Trump called your wife ugly! I don't love it!
Donald Trump went after Ted Cruz's dad, said he killed JFK. What? Donald Trump went after Nikki Haley's family, husband. And she's like, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. Even though I have mildly criticized him, said he was unqualified, I'm going to vote for him. So now, the day that Haley dropped out of the race, by the way, Trump had posted this on True Social. He said that much of her money came from radical left Democrats, as did many of her voters, almost 50% according to polls. Now, he's referring, of course, to the primary in Vermont. So apparently, half of her voters in Vermont, because they have an open primary, had to have been Democrats. He's convinced that, oh, no, it's just the Democrats crossing over, voting for her to try to get Trump. Everything's about getting Trump.
Nikki Haley has made an unholy alliance with rhinos, never Trumpers, Americans for no prosperity. Did you ever hear of Americans for no prosperity? Globalists and radical left communists to get liberals and Biden supporters to vote for her in the Republican primary.
Never Trumpers, rhinos, and communists. Oh, my. But here's the thing, though. Apparently, Biden's campaign thinks, I could pick up some of them voters. Let me tell you what. According to the Daily Beast, the Biden team has identified Haley voters as a key persuasion target with a unique set of key issues, particularly around Trump's attacks on democracy and the general notion of restoring decency to the office. To me, I look at that and I think, Biden's team is basically going for the people that they don't really have to do anything for, okay, policy-wise, in order to earn their votes. Unlike, of course, the people that are the pro-Palestinian uncommitted vote, which is like, hey, why don't we stop funding the ethnic cleansing going on in Gaza and actually take a hard line with the Israeli government. Biden says, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Ooh, that actually would make me have to stand on some sort of principle being against ethnic cleansing. Can't do that. Nope. So we're going to go for the Nikki Haley voters instead. Yeah, because we don't have to do anything. Well, oh, great. Lovely. Look, here's the thing. I know some of you who watch me might think like I'm a liberal. No, I'm a leftist, okay? And yes, the left sometimes demands things in order to get their votes. I know, crazy, right? Now, Haley voters are more considered to be centrist, center-right, conservative, right? Through that spectrum. I know some of them claim, oh, no, we're center-left. Are you sure about that? Now, I don't see that group really asking for things that Biden hasn't already tried to do. Let me give you an example. The bipartisan border bill, right, which severely curtails or would curtail asylum, all right, reduced immigration. Joe Biden promised to sign that. He's like, I can't wait to sign that draconian bill. Not only that, but, and I'm not faulting Biden for this one, he's been literally forced by the courts to build Donald Trump's wall. Now, Congress has already appropriated that money. So he's like, I can do it. My hands are tied, right? I'm gonna have to build Trump's wall. I'm forced to. I got the money for it. What are you gonna do? So now, do I think that? And this comes down to the question of: do I believe that Haley voters will respond favorably to this outreach and vote for Joe Biden? I don't think so. I mean, I think some Haley voters will vote for Trump. Even if they have to hold their noses while they do it, they're still probably going to vote for Donald Trump. That's my personal opinion. Now, even if they don't, that doesn't mean that they will vote for Biden instead. They could sit home. They could certainly write someone in, all right? Because there are voters that are undecided at this point. And I'm thinking that if you're undecided at this point between, oh, will I support Biden or will I support, Donald Trump, the literal fascist? Well, I mean, I don't know. Seeing that as a hard, difficult choice, I don't have much hope. I'm a bit of a doomer on this issue. And you could say, oh, it's not fair. Life ain't fair. Okay? I know, as a leftist, I've never seen any wins, so I know how unfair life is. All right? But anyway, some Republicans did criticize Haley pretty significantly, and that's fun. For example, former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham took to X and wrote this: voting for a wannabe dictator doesn't make you a good Republican. It makes you a puppet, and it's pathetic. Yes. You know what? That is harsh, but true. Alyssa Farah Griffin, also another Trumper, says, maybe I'm petty, but if somebody attacked my family, marriage, race, intelligence, and American democracy, I would not be able to support them for president. I like it. I mean, look, there are some Republicans that actually are principled in this and will not vote for Donald Trump. Nikki Haley is not one of them, all right? A Republican strategist, Sarah Longwell, went to CNN and said that she was embarrassed for Nikki Haley. Quote, when she conceded, she said, he's going to have to earn my vote and the support of my voters. He has done zero in that regard. He hasn't treated them, in fact, like garbage. To turn around and say that she's going to support him creates a permission structure for a lot of other Republicans. And I think this is, by the way, this is a great point that she's making. Other Republicans to think that what he did was really bad, but we're thinking, maybe I can't vote for this guy. And now she's basically saying, no, we can go ahead and vote for him because of pure tribal partisanship. And that's what's destroying this country. It shows a lack of character. It shows cowardice on her part. And I'm deeply disappointed in her. This is coming from a Republican who said, I respect and I like Nikki Haley. For Longwell to go and say that stuff, I mean, she is correct 100% in saying this is going to give Republicans permission to vote for Donald Trump, which is exactly what I've been afraid of and why I've been criticizing the Biden effort to reach out. Here, she's giving them permission. Now, are they going to take it? I don't know. I don't know. But the fact that we're having this conversation, instead of Biden, again, trying to appeal to the left to get votes, I mean, that's the problem here, okay? That's the problem I have with all of this. But again, none of this criticism is going to matter at all to Nikki Haley, because as she's shown throughout her entire career, she will always back what is most politically expedient for herself.